We are live. We are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. This is Josh Goldstein coming at you. Hope everyone is doing amazing. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a lot to talk about. We have gotten so many new people contacting us with problems at the U.S. Consulate in Nairobi. That's what I want to talk to you about today. The U.S. Consulate in Nairobi. What are they doing over there? Why are cases taking so long? People have trouble getting interviews. They wait for years without interviews in Nairobi. People who get interviews can't seem to get a decision. They get stuck in administrative processing. All of those things cause so many problems. These are problems for our clients and friends who are from Somalia, who are doing interviews in Nairobi, and ordinary Kenyan people who are trying to get visas. Hello, Amani. Hello, Sunita. Hello, Cheryl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Abdi, welcome. He says, hey, Josh. Hope everyone is doing amazing. By the way, if you just joined me and you don't know who I am, my name is Josh Goldstein. I'm an immigration attorney. I've been practicing immigration law since 7:30 this morning, and since 1999, I filed my first immigration case, which was not recently. It was a long time ago. It was hard. I've been doing this ever since. I'm just as passionate about my work today as I was when I started my career. Nothing gives me more joy than calling people and saying, hey, we got you. Congratulations. Rahel says Ethiopia, the same thing. Exactly. Clients in Addis Ababa are stuck. There's a lot of corruption in Addis Ababa at the U.S. Consulate. Chocolate is good for the soul. I like that name. I'm a very big fan of chocolate. Why do K1 visas take so long from Noel? Great question. I don't know. What about Somalia? There's no consulate in Somalia. Mogadishu doesn't have a consulate. They make the Somalis go to Kenya or someone else. Where am I located? Says Sunny. I am located on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. We have a Facebook group. We are on LinkedIn and X or Twitter. But Sonny, I don't think that was the question you really were getting at. You wanted to know where I'm physically located. I am in Los Angeles, California, downtown Los Angeles. And we also have an office in Boston on the East Coast, Boston and Los Angeles, East and West Coast. We are currently in the process of opening a new office in Minneapolis. This is the first time I've announced this today. I've announced it publicly on social media, but we are opening an office in Minneapolis right now as we speak, which is exciting news. We take on cases in all 50 states and around the world from our offices in these places. Where in Boston is the address? 6 Beacon Street in downtown Crossing. But we handle most of our cases remotely. Rahel says 3 friends are scared to file a lawsuit. Everyone's scared to file a lawsuit. Why would you want to file a lawsuit? The only reason that you file a lawsuit is because you are in so much pain and you're so tired of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Abdi says, can I have 2 lawyers for 2 different cases? The answer is yes. Hi, good night, says an inspirational diva. You just got the #1 glitter badge, so I'm glad to hear that. Samir on Instagram says, how long does it take for me to come to the U.S. by DV lottery? I'm currently in the 12th grade, and I will apply next coming DV lottery in Pakistan. The DV lottery takes about a year, maybe 8 months. You have to be a high school graduate. So if you're in the 12th grade, you're not eligible. If you graduate from high school, you are eligible. So keep that in mind, Samir, and I hope you win. Denise says, good night. I missed my immigration appointment. What's my next step? Your next step is to request a new appointment and explain why you missed your other one. Does that make sense? I hope so. Do I have contacts in Utah? I do. I do not charge for a consultation. We have free case evaluations with our amazing team. I did appointments all day long with people, and I really found it to be inspiring because I see such an opportunity to help. And I'm also tired from doing all these appointments. Pretty Lady joined us. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I am here to answer any question that you have. Of course, I can only try to answer these questions. Some of them are impossible. Do you have any idea when the EB3 other worker category will become current? No, only a fool would try to predict these. Small Town says, what does it mean when our status changes 2x, two times? He has an interview in May. I don't think that these online statuses really affect much. Island Girl with a cool Jamaica flag on there says, how do I book a consultation? In my bio, there's a link, only one link, where you can click a button and answer some questions. And then depending on how you answer, you'll be invited to schedule a free consultation. How do I get a work permit in LA? So a lot of times people ask me, how do I get a work permit? How do I get a work permit? How do I get a work permit? Everybody wants a work permit. So that's great. But to get a work permit, you have to apply for an immigration case. Typically, you have to have some other immigration case. If you have DACA, you can get a work permit. If you have TPS, you can get a work permit. If you apply for a green card, you can get a work permit. If you apply for asylum and you meet certain conditions, you can get a work permit. So instead of thinking about the objective as the work permit, think about what types of immigration cases can help you get a work permit. That's a pretty concise explanation for what you need to do to get a work permit. Hope that helps. I had a really cool consultation today with a guy, Pakistani guy who lives in New Jersey. And he was a permanent resident. He petitioned for his wife. His wife is in Pakistan. His wife got pregnant. They had a child. And then he became a naturalized U.S. citizen. As a permanent resident, his newly born child was a derivative of his immigration case. But when he became a citizen, the child was no longer a derivative. So we found out that the child, was a U.S. citizen at birth. And so that was really cool. He hired us. So that was great. And it's great to be able to help people and their families reach their immigration goals. I love doing that. Here's Paleonera. What's the time frame of getting your visa passport after getting your visa issued? I would say shortly thereafter, right? What form should I fill out after getting my asylum approved? I got married abroad. What form should I fill out after getting a? You should file an I-730 and petition for your spouse after you get approved for asylum. Does that make sense? What if you destroy your passport in your country? Apply for a replacement passport, right? I guess maybe I'm missing something about that. I do take cases in Ohio. Jose Hernandez. We have tons of clients in Columbus, Cleveland, Cincinnati, all over the state of Ohio, the Buckeye State. If my fiance is a permanent resident, can he petition for me? Or do we need to be married? You need to be married. Here's a good question. The user says, I wanted a guarantee about my case, but you said you don't guarantee. Yes. I will tell everyone listening to this what I tell everyone who I meet with and anybody who wants to hire me. I cannot give you a 100% guarantee that if you hire me, you will be approved. I can promise you that I'm a good lawyer and I try my best and I will do everything humanly possible to help you reach your goal and get approved. And I'm good at what I do, but can I guarantee that you're going to win? How could I do that? I don't have, it's not, I've had cases where people have gotten denied who deserve to be approved. I don't have the approval stamp. It's a mark of my integrity that I cannot guarantee approval. I also don't make bullshit claims such as I have a 99% approval rating. Any lawyer who says they have a 99% approval rating, I guarantee you they don't have a 99% approval rating. No one calculates this. I do not have an office in Arizona. I take on cases in Arizona. We file cases in Arizona all the time with people from Arizona, and we can help you if you're in Arizona. Nellie says, I have a company. Can I hire people from outside the US? Yes, you can. If the people who are outside, if you want to hire people who are not in the US, then you don't need immigration help. If you want to hire people who are in the US, you do need immigration help. I do not have an office in South Carolina, but I do take on cases in South Carolina that are immigration cases. So regardless of where you're located, I'm getting ready to open an office in Minnesota. Again, we take cases in all 50 states, wherever you're located, wherever you are located. Steve Houston, I've called your office before. What's an average case cause? We take on immigration cases, variety of types. Cases where people are getting green cards through marriage, citizenship, immigration waivers. We do a lot of work for mandamus lawsuits, people whose cases are stuck, unreasonably delayed. We help them get approved. There are lots of types of immigration cases that we don't take on. And for those cases, we try to refer people to other lawyers who we've worked with or have good opinion of. We do not have an office in North Dakota, but we do take cases and help people who are located in North Dakota. Many of our clients are in North Dakota and Iowa and Nebraska and Minnesota. We have a lot of Somali clients, a lot of clients from Armenia, from Iran, a lot of clients from all over the place. And I love all my clients and I try my best to help them. And when I get questions from people, am I back? Can you hear my audio? Let me know if you can hear my audio. Let's see here. This is a little janky. All right, let me know. Sunny said, if my biological daughter has an N400 interview coming up, her mom and stepdad got her green cards through marriage, what do you charge to appear for her interview? She's 18. Well, before you called my office and no answer. Okay, the best thing to do is book a case evaluation with our team using the link in my bio. But to answer Sunny's question, before we get to the immigration fees, we would schedule a free case evaluation with you, find out a little more about what you need help with. This does sound like something we can help with. And then if it's a good fit, we would give you a fee estimate and you can decide whether you want to move forward, and we would love to help you. I had a case today for someone who I explained, I said, this is what you need to do, and here's how to do it. And then on the other hand, if you want me to help you do it, this is what the fee is. And he hired us. Yeah, we do interviews all over the country. So if your interview's in Hartford, we can help you with that. Does that help, Sonny? JJ came into the U.S. through the U.S. Virgin Islands, through the water. I got my I-94. Can I change my status in the U.S.? I think so. Leap year, do I take on family-based immigration from Africa? I do. I do. We have tons of African clients. Okay. Trying to get my mic back in order. Even better mic. Hopefully you can hear me that way. Solomon, me and my sister applied for asylum. Our mom got a tourist visa. Can she apply for asylum? Yes. You have to apply for asylum within 1 year of when you arrive. Unusa Valley on TikTok. I never received a receipt of my I-751 till my green card expired. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sure why you never received a receipt. That's frustrating. It's not an easy fix. Sadio Isak. Hi, Josh. My husband's case was on 221G. The embassy has sent him to bring his passport. That's good. It's been more than a month. There's no update. They're still holding his passport. Any suggestions? Sorry that you're having this problem. I would give it a little time and see what happens. If you don't get a final decision after 5 months of being in administrative processing and you don't want to wait anymore, then book a free case evaluation with our team and we can help you and get you out of administrative processing and hopefully get your visa issued. Does it affect your approval if you had a previous K1 and didn't get married? No, I don't think so. You have to explain what happened. Plenty of people get engaged and decide not to get married, right? It's not a crime. You better be prepared to speak to it, though, if asked. Here's a question from Tums. Deported in March of 2005, came back in 6 months later. No detection. What are your options? I think your option is to live without legal status in the U.S. or to leave the U.S. and live somewhere else. I don't think there's a way to legalize your immigration status, probably. I mean, we'd have to go through it carefully, but there probably is not a way to do that. Just being direct and honest with you. No judgment. I would love to help you if I could. Our family has waited over 10 months for an interview in Kenya. Well, hire me. We can help you. Get your interview. Rose Gold Kwan is here. Welcome. Erica Mogolan is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Vibe check. Why is it taking so long for my husband to come to the U.S.? I have a green card. USCIS is terrible. Coco Brown Perry, Ozzy Anuzo, welcome. Mad Veteran, what's the best way to get a green card if I have a B1, B2, and my other half lives in the U.S.? I'm from the UK. You sure you don't want to just have her move to the UK and then you could live in the UK and have that cool Manchester accent? If you want to live in the US, the best way to do it is to have your other half get married and have him or her petition for you and apply for you and bring you over here. Don't mess around using the visitor visa. Why did the US collect $50 million from? I don't know. I have DACA. I have a court subpoena with no time and date from 23 years ago. Married now to a U.S. citizen from Syria. I think you should lawyer up. You should reach out to us and help and get our help and find a way to get your green card from DACA. How do you renew your green card if it expires while you're out of the country? The best scenario is don't let that happen. Don't be out of the U.S. with your expired green card. I don't know if that helps, but be careful with that. Can I apply to visit while I have an ongoing I-130? I need to take my kids there. That's a tricky one. I would say you can come in so long as you can persuade the immigration officer that you intend to return home at the end of your trip. Can I request fast processing on AP? Nothing's going to work on AP. If you're in administrative processing, there are only two ways out. One, try to wait it out. And the other is to contact us and we can help you by filing a writ of mandamus lawsuit. That is the other way to do it. Does that help? Let's see. Abdi Adam. Can I apply for? Oh, I already answered that one. Miriam Kia. Welcome. Sharpman. Can someone apply for asylum in the US after his case got refused in Canada? You might have trouble with that. Yeah. If you applied for asylum in Canada and you didn't get approved, and then you came to the US, I don't know if you can apply for asylum again. Our office doesn't prepare asylum applications. It's not really my jam. My thing is helping people get their delayed immigration cases approved. So that's what I focus in on myself. Let me know what questions you have. Rahel said, you did a lawsuit for me in February, but my visa still refused. I asked my husband to renew his medical exam, police certificate. So my due date today or tomorrow. My question is, can I do and test? What's your question, Rahel? So if you applied for a lawsuit at the end of February, it's only been about a month. So I think most cases probably take 3 or 4 months. So let's say April, May, June, July. I would say June, July is probably when I expect you'll be approved. Obviously, I hope you get approved even faster than that. And I'm wishing you all the best for your delivery. I hope you are you having a boy or a girl, Rahel? And also, I want to hear the name if you have released this. So let me know. Tunde has joined us. Nassim Washington. Hey, Josh, I have a K1 refused right now and also refused CR1 in this week and the case turned back to NVC. What's the solution? First of all, I'm sorry to hear that, Nassim. But tell me this, is your case a K1 or is it CR1? Does a husband need to return to Mexico for an interview if he is a kidnapping survivor from a cartel? Oh boy. I don't know why. I guess I would need to know. Oh, someone said I look awesome. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Why do you need to go to Mexico for an interview? What kind of case is it? Let's try to find a way for you not to have to do your interview. Can we do that? K1 visa refused in 2023. Okay, Nassim, you had your fiance visa refused. Then you went and you got married. And was that also sent back? Is that what happened, Nassim? The Boss Outfit. Thank you for subscribing. Let me know what I can do to help you. Let me know. I wonder why Rahel is having a girl. Everybody, one of our fans and clients and someone tuning in is having a girl, and the due date is tomorrow. And the girl's name is Nakaldan. Nakaldan. no, Caldon, Calcadon, Calcadon. I think I said that right. Husband picked the name. That's great. Calcadon. I love that. That's beautiful. Attorney said to go back to the interview. Well, if the attorney, do you have an I-601A case? Is that what kind of case you have? Ginger and Jose? Yeah. For I-601A cases, there may be no other way but to go to the interview. I really don't know. I might have to, I mean, you could have me or another lawyer give you a second opinion. But if you have a good lawyer and the lawyer said you have to go back to the consulate, then you probably have to go back. But um, I don't know. That's tough. If you were kidnapped, that's tough. I'm sorry.